Hi, and welcome to Power Up, a business growth series. My name is Malia Powers with Power on Marketing, and today we have with us Patrick Leask, a certified business coach with a company called ActionCOACH. Patrick's area of expertise includes business systemization, marketing and sales, and of course, team building. He leverages his master's degree with over 30 years of experience in working virtually all functions of business and time-proven strategies of Action Coach to achieve business's success with his clients. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I guess when I introduce myself professionally in a networking environment, for example, I'll say there's two things that you should probably know about me. And one is that I'm very competitive. I've grown up kind of in sports. I always enjoy competition. Um, and it's just part of me. It's kind of part of my DNA. If you've got a game to play, I'm all in. And the other part of me that I like to just kind of let people know is that I'm a builder. I started my career as an engineer, and as an engineer, I designed things that are being built, but I didn't get to see the building of it, and that kind of frustrated me a little bit. So I continued my education and got an MBA, and that opened doors to working in a shipyard in South Texas, where I was a project manager building really big stuff. And then later in my career, I got to working as a VP of business development and marketing, putting together strategies to build business. So from designing things to be built, to building big things, to coming up with strategies to build a business, I guess I'm just by nature a builder and very competitive kind of guy. And that kind of puts me in good position to be a coach.
That is great, Patrick, and we're happy to have you on the show. And our viewers, I have a couple questions that I'd like to ask you. The first question is, as a coach, who do you serve?
And I'll kind of turn that question around and say it's not so much the businesses I work with, it's the people or professionals I work with. I work with business leaders, be it a business owner or an executive in a business. And typically they share kind of a few common traits. Those business leaders that I love to work with, that I get results with, tend to be open-minded, ambitious, and into developing themselves as the best leader they can be. And in conversations I have with these folks, they'll often say, yeah, Patrick, I have this sense that whatever got me to where I am won't necessarily get me to where I'm going. So it's not so much the business, it's the individual and kind of where they are in their business journey. And what's got them stuck is maybe one of two things. I find them saying that they're either one of two camps. One is, Patrick, I'm just so overwhelmed. There's so many things to do. I just don't know where to start. So that overwhelm has them suffering from a lack of focus. But the other half of business owners out there, I feel, are kind of frustrated. They'll say, I know what I need to do. It's just I can't get it done. So that frustration comes from a lack of execution. So as a business professional, I'd encourage your listeners and yourself, Malia, to think about which camp of those two are you in? Are you overwhelmed and kind of suffering from a lack of focus? Or is it more that you know what you feel you need to do, it's just a matter of getting it done, kind of frustration from a lack of execution? And I've worked in virtually every function of a business, so I'm not selective in terms of the kind of client engagements I take. I won't say, well, I only work in sales. No, it's business. So I'm kind of like a business nerd that'll take it all on and ride that journey to next level success with that open-minded, ambitious business owner.
How do you do what you do? Is it different than coaching?
But I coach is different from consulting, which is often the confusion. But just to talk about the difference between the two, consulting and coaching, it starts with the need, of course, and the need is within the business. So what happens day in and day out, we have business leaders out there kind of self-diagnosing where their business is, what's going on, what their challenges and opportunities are. Like right today, there's probably a business owner out there thinking, my sales is just not working the way it should. I think I need something different. I'm going to reach out to an IT professional because I think I need a CRM tool to just solve my sales problems. So they reach out to an IT provider, a software developer and provider, and they have that conversation. And that's a consultant. And the definition for me of a consultant is a narrow field expert that comes in on a fixed scope of work, provides a solution, maybe a tool, but then goes away. And the knowledge and the expertise remains with the consultant, what you have is the remnants left over from the tool or the conversation you had with the consultant. Versus a coach, the coach situation is quite a bit different. So first, with coaching, it's not the business owner self-diagnosing and hiring that narrow field expert. It's the coach working with the business owner to diagnose the situation together, taking a very holistic look at the business. So in that case, it might be me sitting down with the business owner and saying, well, you're talking about a CRM. Let's talk about your sales process. Let's talk about your business strategy, your marketing, what happens downstream. It might be that in that conversation, we discover that maybe a tool isn't the order of the day right now. Maybe there's a lack of a connection between your strategy and your marketing. So all these links in a business need to be connected and looked at and planned through. And that's what I do, because when I work with my clients, I start from the very get-go with a kind of a deep dive where we do this diagnostic work and then kind of queue up the challenges and opportunities, figure out what some long-range goals are, 90-day goals, then we put together an action plan. But the biggest part of the journey, I would say, to those goals and next level success to the coaching arrangement is the learning. As I mentioned before, with a consultant, the expertise stays with the consultant. So the example I use there is that consulting's kind of like, well, let's say you want to have a fish. You want to have fish, so a consultant will come and give you a fish today, so you can eat fish for today. But if you want fish, the coach will teach you how to fish so you can fish for a lifetime. That's the difference. So a big part of the coaching journey is to ensure that there's that transfer of knowledge, and that when it's all said and done, that business owner has become part of their ambition to become the strongest and most capable business owner that they can be. Yeah.
What kind of results do you get with your clients?
I'll start kind of on the back end of that answer I gave just to the previous question. It's really the development that the business owner, business leader sees. So it's becoming more capable across all aspects of being a strong entrepreneur, a strong business leader. And that's skill sets around leadership, team building, persuasion, influence, the 3 key revenue generating functions of marketing, sales, and operations. Just being more capable. And of course, with that capability comes results through the coaching journey. And my job, as I say kind of succinctly and kind of bluntly sometimes, is my job is to help business owners make more money and work less. And that's kind of in a framework at ActionCOACH, which we define a successful business as a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Well, the idea that if you're a business owner and the business is dependent upon you and it doesn't work without you, you don't really have a business, you got a job. And so it's my aspiration as a business coach is to make sure that that business owner becomes a true owner of a business and not someone who just has a job. And another way of saying that is we have this equation at ActionCOACH we call be, do, have. So we often think, we focus on what we want to have. But as adults, we're mature enough to know that in order to have, there's certain things we need to do. So if I want to have a great business, I might need to do some great marketing or great sales or operational performance. But in order to do, I need to become. And that's where it really comes down to. So I might need to become a great marketer, or I might need to become a great recruiter of marketing talent. So it all comes back to who we become. The way I look at business is really a vehicle that will afford you to live the lifestyle that you're looking for. And so it kind of comes back to a commercial profitable enterprise that works without you, so that you have people in process that run the business. It's a cash generating machine that can help you secure a worthwhile future in retirement. And it's a beautiful thing in business, because if you have that business that's profitable and sustaining, you get rewarded short term through owner's compensation. You pay yourself. But after the years of building the business, you build something that has a worth to it. So equity, you have equity in the business. So on the tail end, you can sell that business for a healthy price tag and secure a healthy retirement. So it's all about that journey of becoming and then getting the results along the way. It's working through their challenges, being there for them, rolling up my sleeves, teaching them how to fish, being provocative, providing what I say is my product. My product basically is business building insights and strategies, and I'm there and their partner to make that journey to next level success. And that's kind of what the coaching is all about. So that's just a little bit of what I do as a coach. I just wanted to give you an example.
Thank you so much for being on the show. That's a wrap with Power Up. Patrick Leask with Action Coach. For more information, or if you'd like to connect with Patrick, his information is listed below. Patrick, once again, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much, Malia. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks for the next Business Growth Spotlight. Have a great day.